So what's up everyone, it is Mitchell aka the Walker in Orlando, and welcome to kind of a review of our trip to Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort in South Carolina. So just in this I'm going to kind of go over kind of our trip, some of the pros, some of the cons, some things we liked, some things we disliked while we were at Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort. So I'll probably hopefully be smart enough, put a lot of the clips in that I used while we were there, just so you guys can see it. But if you guys are interested, make sure you do check out the entire playlist. I'll try to put that in the corner, wherever corner it is. I never understand because I'm always facing it the wrong way, so then I think it's there, I want to say it is. Do there, here, I don't know. But make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, leave a like, check out the playlist, and make sure you guys stick around for our review of Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort. So Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort is located in South Carolina on Hilton Head Island. To give you perspective, that is about 350 miles away from the Walt Disney World Resort, and about 5.5 to 6 hours, a little bit on I-4, and then just straight up 95. So it is not too far away. It's actually really kind of a not bad drive. You actually have a really good thing because you can stop at, there are 2 Buc-ee's on the way, you can stop at Whataburger, stop at all of the different all the different welcome centers to Georgia and to South Carolina. So it's actually a really, really nice drive actually. And once you get kind of into Georgia and South Carolina, it becomes really nice to just drive through. So it's not too bad of a trip. Disney's Hilton Head Island is also a Disney Vacation Club resort. I also do want to point out that Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort is not a very cheap resort. So like during the peak season, our room at Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort, we had a 2-bedroom villa room. In the summertime at peak season, it's about $750 a night. So, but the upside is the 2-bedroom villa can sleep up to 9 people, so you could split that across and spend a couple nights there. It's nice, but then you'd just have more people in the room with you. So we stayed in a 2-bedroom villa because they do have a studio, which is just if you remember from my review, from my walking tour, it is just a queen-size bed with a full-size pull-out. They have a 1-bedroom villa, which is 2 queen beds, a full-size pull-out, and a twin-size pull-out. And then the 2-bedroom villa has two rooms. They have the main room with a king-size bed. They have the second room, which has 2 queen-size bed and a full-size pull-out and a twin-size pull-out. So you can sleep up to 9 people. So that was our room that we stayed in. They also do have a grand villa, which is a 3-bedroom villa, but I never actually ever saw anything about it. I think it's one of the things you have to call and book with the resort itself. So if you're interested in that one, you have to kind of call, and I think there's only one of those on the entire resort. So you have to make sure you book that very quickly. But I will say, our resort stay, the entire time we were there, was absolutely relaxing. It was super nice. The resort was super quiet. That's one of the many pros about the resort. It is a very, very quiet resort, but it doesn't feel as Disney until you kind of get to things. Now, it does feel Disney when you get to like the center area where Tide Me Over, the quick services, the mercantile, everything else. And then it starts feeling more Disney-like, and even the campfire and stuff like that. It is a tiny resort, but there is a lot to do. So while we're on the topic of food, I want to kind of talk about one of our cons, is that there weren't many dining options at Hilton Head. So they have the 1 quick service in Tide Me Over, which is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The hours were adjusted because they were just still, it's slow season, post-COVID, all that stuff. So it makes sense why it was that way. But there is no sit-down restaurant option. So I'm not saying any of it was bad. Tide Me Over was actually really good. They make the food once you order it, so it's really nice and fresh once you get it. So I'm not saying anything negative about Tide Me Over. I just wish there were more options, because also over at the beach house, they have another grill, but it wasn't open while we were there. Still not sure if it was because of slow season, if it was COVID reasons, not sure, but it just was not open. So when we were at the beach house, we had to order either little sandwiches from the bar or bring our own food, which is what we ended up doing ourselves. Another thing, like I said, is the fact they have no sit-down option, but there are a lot of places to eat on the island that they actually do recommend. So even though there's no dining, like Disney dining, they have a lot of other options. Like we ate at the Hilton Head Island diner, so it was really good. It was great. There's a lot of options. I actually really think it's I think that's the one thing, that's like my biggest gripe, and I mean that's a real nitpicky thing in my opinion. So also it was really nice, like one of the pros is that there are a lot of games, there are a lot of activities, a lot of things to do at the island or at the resort that like you wouldn't expect. There's a lot of horseshoes, there's like a putting green, there's areas you can like just hang out. So it's really nice to have all that. There are a lot of hammocks to like relax in. There's a lot of seating area, like swing chairs or benches that you have. Super nice. Lots and lots of grills. So that makes it even better if you're trying to make food and you want to grill something, so you can have something that's kind of nice, like, you know, chicken, meat, burgers. So that's really good that they have a lot of those, and they're all propane, so that makes it even better. You don't have to buy charcoal, anything else. With the activity side of it that I mentioned, one of the big cons we had is that the activities were kind of on the expensive side. We wanted to go do the Animation Academy, but it was $15 a person to do. And the Mickey wreath that we wanted to make was $30 to make one wreath. Now, I will tell you, we ended up getting one for free. So, because we couldn't get into that one because it was already booked up for the entire, like when we were there. So that's like my only thing is, and then like to rent a bike is $27 for a single day or $37 for an entire visit. And I think if you're staying for more than like 2 days, I think it is worth the price to buy a bike, because there are a lot of trails, a lot of places to ride your bike around, to see the island. So that is one of those, like, I don't know if it's a con or a pro, but it's just one of those things to keep in mind. It is a little more expensive to rent it on the island. So one of the other cons we did have is that Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort has a mascot, Shadow. He's a little golden retriever, but unfortunately, Shadow got retired right before we got there. So there were a lot of the merchandise, a lot of the things going on still had Shadow like close to it. So it's kind of a downer to see that, especially with everything going on with that. Like they got retired. They were also off. They were out of work for 20 months as well, but Disney kept paying for it. But unfortunately, they decided to retire Shadow and his handler. So it was sad because we were really excited about it, and then not to find out until literally right before we got there. Every single cast member we met was amazing. Everyone was super nice. Everyone was super excited that we were there visiting from Orlando. It was just, they really welcomed us in to Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort. And considering it was our very first trip going, it was really nice to have that. They gave us a lot of recommendations. There was a cast member we kept meeting at the Mercantile every night who kept making magic for us. It was great. It was awesome, and it was just, like I said, the cast members really made the entire trip really, really exciting. So kind of in conclusion, I feel like that Disney's Hilton Head Island, if you don't want to go during the busy season, so like early spring, late summer, early fall, maybe fall to winter, is a fantastic time to go. Like I said, usually in the fall, it was like $300 to $400 a night for a 2-bedroom villa. I'm not sure what the other ones were. I couldn't find prices on those other rooms just because of like how booked out everything was ahead of time. So in my opinion, I think it's worth a try. If you're looking for a super relaxing trip that does have a little Disney feel, and or you just want to have that opportunity to get away from everything, I definitely would highly recommend Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort. Like I said, it is on the pricier side. It is far away. If you live about 6 hours away from Walt Disney World. It's a big reason why, but I honestly think it was a worth place, and I honestly think this is now going to become mine and my family's like vacation spot every year, since like me Kayla, my mom all live in Florida. My dad and my sister still live in Texas. So it's gonna be kind of a nice way to maybe do something that's different other than always coming to Walt Disney World or doing theme parks. So I honestly really did enjoy it. I thought it was a fantastic trip. If you want to see our entire trip to Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort, just check out the playlist. It'll be at the end of the end screen. Also, it should probably be in the side somewhere. Hopefully, I'm hoping it puts it there. But you know what? It was a great time. It was a great trip. It's been about 2 weeks since we actually got back. It's kind of funny. The thing about this is that I actually didn't do this until after I edited the entire trip because I wanted to get an idea of what I felt. So, but with all that being said, so I do head off from our review of our stay at Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort. I will see y'all next time.